Hey everybody, this is Steven. I could call myself the KC Game, and we're back at Bendy and Dark Revival. I think we're getting close. I mean, we're on chapter 5 already, like, go away! I'm losing my mind. I have no idea what the heck is going on here. So, we did get inside the Gent's workshop, and now it's all connected together with, like, this Bendy tiny little version was actually an ink demon all along. I don't understand. I thought first it was just like a different person, but no, it's all the same. Not how we feel bad for Bendy. I mean, why he would just become like this in the first place? And not only that, there's Henry Stein. That's his full name, we could call it. I'm not sure how the heck he was in here. He's been living like in this cell for a very long time. I mean, does he still be stuck in the loop? That's for one reason. I have no idea. But not only that, there are a few of them that are back as well. We have Sammy Lawrence. There's Bertram's headless things. It's still living there back for a very long time. And of course, there's Susie around here, which there's no one around here. But I know she's around here somewhere. Because I remember last time that she died from Allison, the other Alice Angels, from Chapter 4 and Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm not sure how the heck they all bring it back to life. Like how? I know strange enough it is, it's like they can bring it back to life. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean, but Sammy Lawrence, on the other hand, he died in Chapter 2. But he got back in Chapter 5, but he died again. So I'm not sure why he's back again 3 times in a row. It doesn't make any sense how the heck it happens if he keep dying. Everyone keep dying many times, right? Even though for certain they come back to life again. Unless depending on because of the cycles or because of even they made of ink, whatever it is, I'm not sure. I have no freaking clue. I'm losing my mind, okay? I have no idea what the heck is going on here. And not only that, you finally get to see Face Wilson. It's now his own ink version of it. And yeah. And this happens when the chapter starts, I think. But I'm not sure how far does it take exactly. I mean, I didn't barely play that for a very long time. I'm even not sure how far it is because I've been just trying to survive as far as it goes. And I'm feeling like I'm getting lost myself, like, I'm trying to search things, what I'm looking for, or trying to pass into it and everything. It's not that easy, honestly, so, anyways, I think enough rambling around here. This is Retreat Audrey's room, and of course, this must be the part for, like, we got into this weird, fancy place. I'm pretty sure it might be belong to Wilson's place. I have no idea, this really weird place, it just have something not really fancy. Oh yes, we have a mannequin. We have a weird mannequin. Being like a housekeeping or something? I have no idea. But, this is gonna be weird. And now I'm inside a room, which I'm not sure how this gonna plays out for sure. And on the other hand, this kind of sounds really nice, or I don't know. I have a sick feeling. I mean, can you really trust that mannequin doll really that much? Can you? And also, I didn't even need to try and check all the memories as well. I didn't find any kind of secrets that I found. Like, I'm not sure it's still going to affect the whole things, like the ending and everything. I really hope they're going to, if I can replay back, I can still carry over. Like, if you play a new game plus, right? Of course. Yeah, that's the mannequin. How do you want? I'm not gonna talk to her. Anyway, Shane, but before I'm about to do something, I need to check around the places to see what kind of fancy stuff is going on here. For sleepy drab, pinch of salt, cocoa powder, cameo, soybeans, and Gilson? Mix everything in a glass and then drink with exactly 3 sips of water. Okay. Can I open this? No, I can't open that. Oh, I gotta play this. That's not music. And what is this? Mug in the vein? Can you read it? I didn't know you could do that. Mug in the Vein, Volume 1 by Sir Wilton Moore. Chapter 1, The Dangerous Forest. Is this like a novel book or is this like a picture book or something? Maybe it's just a novel. So, once upon a time in the faraway land, there lived a mug of cheese. But it was not an ordinary mug of cheese as you would find in any home or kitchen of the age. No, this mug of cheese was a distinct descendant of one of the 3 great Grand Fongan kings. The same kings who had charged on horseback to defend their capital city during the unforgettable conquest of the previous century, to which of these Falcon kings he hailed from. The monk was unsure. I'm not sure. It's just this sentence is just. It's really hard to pick. I'm not sure how many pages we're going to read through and everything, but it's more likely give or take or something. But anyways, but still, there was honor and courage in his heart. His family line a herald of deeds long past that have forever changed the course of soup history. I'm not sure how you spell this, so. Do you have a name? Of course. All marks of cheese have names. This is common knowledge. Just as every fruit bat is really named Stanley. Okay, I am making a kind of weird references name that I heard of before in one of those games, so anyway. The mac and cheese was named Victor the Cracked It. Victor the Cracked It, really? What a name! I can hear you said. Cracked! Indeed, this mug of cheese bears no damage that I can see. Wait, are you saying this mug is actually made of cheese? Is that what you're trying to say? It's really weird, so anyways. False. Is it fall? I thought it was like a A or O something, so yeah, A, so. Fall silent, you're a small-minded bass. Oh, base or something. For their E-lines are intriguing story. Let's begin at the beginning. Okay. It was a hot winter day in the forest, one of these days where everything is dull brown. The lake was still, the birds had shut up, and the trees were but sticks in the overcast sky, save for a lone pine that skinned the clouds above like a painter's brush. It was on this day that Mr. Darble Mouse was in a hurry. He had just a name as Vermin of the Year. It's so weird how you say it, as Vermin of the Year. By the society brethren that live under the old church. And it was customary for the honoree to bring by port wine cheese to the ceremony. Wine cheese? Really? Is everything involved with cheese? Is that what they're trying to say? I don't know, so what kind of book I'm reading? There were only hours to locate some of the previous cuisine. Fortunately, Mr. Darble Mouse knew exactly where to find it. The dark cellar below the governor's castle. But fortunately, as he approached the loose plank of the wood in the old wall, he failed to realize that the heavy rains that had come during the night had passed moisture into the plank, making it far heavier than usual. Thus, when he pushed the plank with all his might, it lifted just enough to push his body only halfway through. But his strength just couldn't contend with the weight of the plank, and his arms failed. The plank snapped back down, crushing him flat. I'm not sure it's kind of like an end or something, but okay. Next page. Oh, there's gonna be a lot. After all, this story is not about Mr. Darble Mouse. Or, have you forgotten the mug of cheese already? I don't know. You were the one who... I'm not sure who the heck wrote it. Will Tom Moore, you were the one who wrote it. I can see how you might connect the two. Mr. Darble Mouse was, after all, looking for cheese, and we're talking about mug of cheese just before. Sadly, I must inform you that there is no relation between Victor the Crack and the Run, who is now nothing more but smooshed guts inside the wall. Okay then, except that there is, for it was the death of Mr. Darble Mouse that started all the trouble. You see, when things die, they tend to smell, and that's just what Mr. Darble Mouse did. But that's not all. His body, pinned between the outside and inside of the wood wall, had made a perfect passage for a hot winter wind. The wind, therefore, carried the stench of his decaying mouth caressed deeper into the governor's home. Like a snaking, twisting whips of terror, the small settled into the little tavern near the courtyard of the castle. Here, soldiers would spend many long hours when there was no bloodlust to soothe with battle. Strong ales and red meats fill the menu from back to front at this rusty medieval greasy spoon. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Mostly the customer came to look upon the bare maiden, Maxine, who was actually named Vita. Okay. Vita was, by far, the best-looking creature in all the governor's county. There was a beautiful dear woman just over the hill, but no one knew that. Okay, but why put that part in it? By day, Rita skirted her tavern so clean you could eat off it, which was fortunate, as it was a place you indeed would be eating, since it was tavern. By night, she served her customer with charm, grace, but mostly with drinks. Did I mention that Rita was married? Well, I mention it now. Rita was married. Okay. Her husband's name was James. He didn't do much until he died. The smell of Mr. Double Mouse knocked him flat, and that, my friend, was that. What? It makes no sense how the story works. Oh dear, the story has barely begun, and already we killed two major characters. Why you put that part as like a inside joke or something? It's not even novel at all. Like, what is this? Like a script? Needless to say, Rita was deeply distressed by the whole thing. But 20 or so minutes later, she realized she couldn't mourn forever and went to buy some cheese. Yes, don't worry, dear reader. This time, the mention of cheese will probably guide us to meeting our focal hero of the tale. Also, this is a good time to start a new chapter. What? Do you have to mention that part? It feels like you read it. It feels like it's like talking to you. It's like breaking the fourth wall and like, come on, really? I don't think that's how being novelist works. Chapter 2, a new chapter. Really? Really just now? Oh god, I'm not sure how many pages it takes. Also, this is going to be short chapters. Rita entered the cheese shop with her guns blazing. Her guns? Not she only the gun, is it? I speak it metaphorically, of course. By which I mean she entered the cheese shop quite determined to buy some cheese. What? Are you serious? Also, I don't think it can even Bartpoo say I, you, or me in those parts of like, if you narrating it or something, but it doesn't. I don't think that's how you write stuff works, so anyways. This was because, just the night before, as her husband, James, was taking note of a weird smell in the room, she invented a delicious new concoction, a cheddar cider. What kind of concoction was that? It was sure to be hid with her patrons. After all, the governor's colony only had two exports, cheese and grapes, and she couldn't possibly make a drink from grape. But back to the cheese shop scene. What? What is this book? What is up with this book? It's not actually a novel at all, but come on. Rita knocked on the counter loudly, with her fist causing the nearby cat to do absolutely nothing, as cats do. From behind the wall, she heard a stir as someone was crashing through piles of cheese to make their way toward her. Emerging glorious from torn yellow curtains, an old man came into view. He was giant in stature with a long grey beard. Bobbling along and stuck with his spear were all manner of cheese crumbs and wedges, wrapped tightly within his hair, but yet he held even more cheese on ropes pulled across his chest, with Lupo the provolone laid the sausages over one shoulder. Do you just wrap the cheese on the sausage? Is that what you're trying to do? I'm not gonna judge. His eyes were big, and his ears were bigger still. A smile of kindness erupted from his face as he locked eyes with Vita. My, the curs are kind of me this hour. Hello and welcome, he bellowed. Vita bowed low and promptly began to cry. Well, she just bowed and just cried? What is up with that? The shop owner looked at her, perplexed. What did I say wrong? The barmaid sniffed and snot and finally answered. Forgive me, for my husband that has just died and I'm out of Swiss. What? Are you making this like a dark joke? It's making any sense. You're saying like my husband dies, and then you said I'm out of Swiss. That doesn't make any sense. You make this like a dark joke or something. I'm going to pause now in the story to ask myself why Mr. Double Mouse went to the cellar in the governor's house for cheese if there was a cheese shop nearby. I think it's best that we overlook this glaring problem in the plot, don't you? Now back to the story at hand. Dude, don't even write that part in the novels. Seriously. You're gonna make me confused. Rita purchased a large amount of cheese from the shop owner. How much cheese do you need, Rita? That's really much, isn't it? She bought cheese wheels and cheese melts and cheese slices. Wait, did cheese melts actually exist in the old times? I don't know there. She bought cheese whistle and cheese bread. Cheese bread, really? She bought cheese paper and cheese sandwich. Wait, what? Cheese paper? What do you mean it's a cheese paper? Are you saying there's a paper that was made out of cheese? Do you just like write the cheese down and then just eat it? It doesn't make any sense. She brought so much cheese, in fact, that she had lost track of all she had obtained and just dumped all of the fromage into the large burlap sack for the return journey to the tavern. What? I don't understand this. It doesn't make any sense about how the store works. Goodbye, Rita, the shop owner called as he waved farewell. Goodbye, Daniel, she called back. His name was Murray, by the way. Okay, why you had to put the parentheses on that? Like, what, his full name is Murray Daniel? Is that what you're trying to say? Overburdened by her treasure, Rita made her way home, following the main road to the castle, but as it always happens, the road was now under repair. A man with a skinny mule? I think it's mule. Mule was plowing up the dirt so that he could put down new cobblestone. You're gonna like that Minecraft reference. Four of his associates were standing by, watching him. The job would only take a few years to finish, but Rita was in a hurry, so she followed the detour sign that told her to take the different road to her left. Unfortunately, no one could read in the governor's county, so she went right instead. Really? This mishap took her deep into the forest, where absolutely nothing of interest happened. Actually, sometimes of interest did happen. Oh god, I'm not sure how many pages it takes, and I'm gonna have to do this all day. Recording this about like 30 minutes long of reading this, the mouse, the mind of me, whatever it is. I don't know the title, okay? It just takes me a hard time to get this through. As she trundled on through the forest, her stack of cheese weighing her down, muttering complaints all the way. Little did she know, the danger lay just ahead. This danger was cunning and dangerous, and how one of these out of the place eyebrow hairs that drives you nuts when you're talking to someone who has one. This danger we will call Bernard, the big ugly lizard man who wears a blue cloak. Bernard? I'm not sure what it means though. Bernard didn't often have visitors in this house. This was because he lived outside. Also, he was rather fond of human flesh, which made him very unpopular. Why would you just say something really gruesome? It makes no sense. Why would a reader would say something like this? So obviously, you can see the drama unfolding here. The beautiful but tired Rita huffing and puffing up the windy path as she approached a certain doom. Bernard, watching from behind a nearby tree, licking his lips. Oh, the tension is tense, is it not? Why would you say something like that? At this point in time, we must pause again to ponder all of the possibilities that can happen now in our story. Two characters have died already. Surely the third wouldn't have hurt anything. Are you perhaps just reading the story because you want to see who will get the axe next? Who will get the axe next? I don't understand how you're say it, but why you would say something like that? You're a little warm. Do you know that? Well then, let's see what happens next. Bernard stepped from behind his hiding place, his eyebrow hair gleaming in the fading sun. Dear madam, why must you pass through so fast? He called with his eyes glimmering. I must get home, Bernard, because, for one, it's getting late, and I have a customer to serve. And second, because you eat people, Rita replied. Wow, that's something. Poppycock, boulder dash, can't swallow up. Is this like one of those curse words or something? I don't know. At least not saying dirty words. I won't hear these lies against my characters, he detests. For I, Bernard, the big ugly lizard man who wears a cloak, have completely reformed myself. Rita squinted suspiciously at him. You have? Bernard put a hand to his heart. I have. I no longer prowl or pounce. I won't attack or bounce. I will not kill or maim. Maim? Or the maim. Or... I'm not sure how you had to spell this. Or tear. I won't crush or even bite you anywhere. I promise I won't detour anymore. My gosh, you become a bore. If you aren't going to be the danger in this story, then I come all this way with 100 pounds of cheese for nothing, Rita grumbled. She pushed her sack further up her shoulders and turned with an angry grunt, but Bernard waved after her in the panic. Wait! It's all a ruse! I intend to eat you, dear woman! I swear it! He cried. Really? Really just now? It's all a trick, you see. A new angle. It worked on some guy yesterday. Oh, please stay. I'm not sure why the last one say, oh, please stay. Rita sighed, her strength just about gone from the long adventure she had taken since she left home that morning. She turned back to face Bernard. Alright, she said. But your part in the story better lead to the unexpected turn of events. Why Rita say something in the fourth wall? Oh, it will! Bernard clapped and waggled his claw fingers and motioned her to draw near. Just wait until the next chapter. That's what it says in the title. Chapter 3. Why? It says the next chapters! That doesn't make any sense! Wait, what does the last part say? A new chapter, but... Why me say chapter 3 the new chapter? It doesn't make any sense. Jeez, how many chapters are we gonna have to do this, all of it? I'm gonna do this all night. All looked quite dire for Rita. Bernard had her within his grasp. Surely it would just be merely moments before his jaw collapsed upon her head. Oh, what a horrible end for Rita. Needless to say, I worry for her. But as luck would have it, miles and miles away, 20 years earlier, something amazing happened. 2 mugs of cheese, a Gouda, and mozzarella. Okay, there's a part about the mugs of cheese. Welcome their first son into the world. I don't think I need to tell you this name. It was Dave. No one liked Dave. Okay, I remember. You got a good one. You could probably say like, this name's Dave. No one likes it. I don't know what the big deal is. After that, the second son came from Victor the Crack. Just called Victor at that time. Really? Wow, that's like a second version of Victor? Anyway. Victor spent his early life stealing cowbells and putting them on skunks? That's weird. This way, people always knew when danger was nearby. Needless to say, Victor was one smart mug of cheese. It's just plain old cheese. How the heck can they do something like that? By all who could not remain perfect forever. And suddenly, the great skunk famine began. I think it's a famine. Victor found his world in array and he sought a new purpose. Fortunately, there was an opening in the governor's county for adventure at the time. And since he was descendant of the 3 grand Falun kings, he was boosted to the head of the line. Because as we are all quite aware, even in the older times, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Thus, the adventure of Victor began. He braved the dungeons, he slayed the great beast, he climbed the highest mountain peaks, he sailed around the world, despite the fact that he didn't own the boat. Nice one there. Victor was surely the stuff of legend. But did I mention the curse? Yes, fair readers, there is a curse. A fiendish and terrible curse. I'd like to see how this turns out. One morning, while Victor was in the governor's county, he came upon a witch. Named Witch. Really? You name witch as witch. That'll be hard to say. This witch had just pulled a pound cake from her oven, where she then proceeded to start ingesting it, right there in front of the walk of her home. At once, Victor knew this creature was pure evil. Eating cake this early in the morning? And without ice cream? This is truly a fiend that needs to be vanquished. All this for just a plain old cake and not without ice cream? Or because he ate cake in the morning? Weird. Victor jumped her fence and pulled his sword. Would you like some pound cake? The witch offered. It looked quite delicious. Victor would not let himself be seduced into early morning cake, so he approached closer with his weapon at her throat. The witch began to sweat with a mouthful of crumbs. I also make mean scone if you want to wait. I'm not sure how this stuff works. Now, no gentleman or just a mug could refuse a good scone. So Victor withdrew his sword and patiently waited for the witch to create these new buttery pastries. Golly, I'm not sure what is this book. I'm not sure where am I reading this. I have no idea how this rolling out exactly. This story, it sucks. It literally just sucks. And everything. It doesn't make any sense how the heck this works. It does not. Whatever. But what he didn't know was that witch accidentally bumped her table and added with a mixture. A rather cursed liquid? See, I told you there was a curse. You were fair warned. Really? Really just now? You didn't tell me what kind it is. The moment Vito ate of the scone, he fell into a deep sleep. The witch, baffled, finished her cake and proceeded to get a civil service job in the nearby town. What, she was renowned or something? As a year rolled by, all that remained of a witch's house has carried by elves and her garden become overgrown. There's left only Victor, asleep in the forest, with no end to his dreaming in sight. Wait, he's been sleeping forever? But the story thankfully does not end here. For, as luck would have it, a giant man covered in cheese. Giant man covered with cheese? Are you serious? With big eyes, with big ears, wandered past the sleeping mug. In case you've forgotten, this was the cheese shop owner, Murray, sometimes called Bill. What? 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 It doesn't make any sense how this works. Are you saying that Giant owns a cheese shop? It doesn't make any sense. Oh god, maybe he lose my head here. Unable to resist cheese of any kind, even a mug of the stuff, Murray took Victor to his shop and set him on the shelf. Here, Victor sat for many years until his very fateful day. You see, Evita's haste to gather up all the cheese she had purchased. She had swept a few things that did not belong to her into the stack as well. These items include the cat on the counter, a personalized pen, Murray's cash box. I think she'll be hearing about this one eventually. And last but not least, Victor himself, still deeply asleep. Is she robbing the shop? Is she like become a thief? So now that our two stories have come together, let's discover what happened next to Vita and Victor in the climax chapter. Okay, I'm really scared about this. So, chapter 4, the climax chapter. I get the feeling this must be the end of the chapter. Oh wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. The number of the chapters gotta be from 5 chapters, is it? Because we're playing on chapter 5, right? I had a sneak feeling this book is going to contain 5 chapters. I'm betting on it. Anyways, it was a sane hot winter day in the forest, and Miss Double Mouse was finally starting to get concerned. Just down the road, Vita was being drawn toward a almost certainly bloody and horrific end to her life. Bernard was just moments from taking her within his lizard jaws, a mere hour from trimming his eyebrows. Okay, I don't get this. Vita stood her ground. She was no damsel in distress, but simply a person who was pretty darn tired by this point. She pulled a burlap stack of cheese from her body and swung it hard, with every last bit of strength she had left in her. An ear-shattering crack broke through the silent trees as the bag made contact with Bernard's stacked face. His teeth flew in all directions, falling like petals in the ground. His eyeballs dislodged and rolled into a nearby stream. His jawbone turned completely around and planted itself on the back of his head. Bernard ran screaming into the wood, never to be seen again this week. His cry faded, and the forest once again felt soft and quiet. A cow walked by. Oh, God. Jeez. Rita, still standing with her stack outstretched in her arm, still wide-eyed at what just happened. Surely no cheese in the bag was hard enough for that kind of impact. I don't know, she's still everything. So what do you expect is gonna happen? As she placed her burlap stack upon the dirt and peeled it open, she was amazed to find Victor, the mug of cheese, inside and looking quite dazed. He awakened and the curse was finally lifted. Someone behind the desk, the witch looked up and nodded with a smile. Okay. But oh dear reader, look what was now upon this mug, buddy. A giant and elegant crack! A very mark of a warrior. His hero's journey was finally complete. Victor the Crack had emerged. Okay. Yes, it is true that Victor really didn't do anything important in the attack on Bernard. Despite Victor being where he was at the perfect time, he had saved Vita. Her fates were with them. Victor and Vita talked and laughed and ate cheese until the sun went down. Finally, they packed up their picnic and head back to the tavern, where they were met with cheers of excitement. This is mostly because the guys have found out that Rita was now single. Okay then. Okay, good. We're on the last page. As the night wore on us into the early morning hours, the tavern remained alive in the castle courtyard with singing and dancing and cheddar cider. Oh, what a celebration! But like all parties of such preparation, eventually everyone sobers up. You have to go home. Before long it was dawn. The sun began to rise steadily in the west, marking a fresh adventure on the horizon. A wind of a new direction began to blow with a more steady pace. It skidded across the ground and found its way between the floorboards of a governor's castle. Here, against all odds, it found barely remaining the body of Mr. Double Mouse. The wind carried the stench from beyond the borders of the castle, over the mountains, and deep within the dark cave where Evil slept. "What the heck is that smell?" said Evil. Really? Name Evil? Awakening with a heck fire bringing behind his eyes. Eventually, I'm joking already. Eventually, news of the great evil spread from town to town until it reached the ears of Victor the Crack. He polished his sword and gathered some crumbs of bread to store in his mug. Wearing his best expression of courage, Victor once again sets off to conquer the day. His story was not yet over. But for now, dear readers, we return to our own lives. So let's end this tale with one closing thought, shall we? Be we crack or small or even dead, there's always a purpose to where we all are led. Be brave and strong, and lest we forget, fate isn't quite done with any of us just yet. The end. What? You could. I've been reading this. I've been reading this for like 30 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense at all. What is up with this book? I've been reading through this for a whole lot, and this is what I get? Jeez. Oh, gonna search here? Nothing. I guess there's nothing I could do, and I can't open up here. Can't search the drawer here. Well, I might as well go talk to her to see what's going on.
Did you have any questions?
Is it always night here?
It's always dark, if that's what you mean. For as long as I can remember.
Are you very old?
No. As far as I understand it, I'm something quite new. Although, I didn't turn out the way I was supposed to.
You're not supposed to be an American then?
A long line of failed experiments. But Wilson will keep trying.
And do you trust Wilson?
This is the realm of the ink demon. The shadow hangs over us all. I don't trust anyone. But Wilson takes care of me, keeps me safe. He once said I remind him of something he called his mother. Tell me.
Really?
Is that a good thing, where you two are from?
I'm not sure. I don't think I ever had one.
Well, no matter. Now, I was told to make sure you get some sleep once you got here. So get nice and comfy and relax. I left something on the table that might just help you nod off. It's my own recipe. Works very fast.
That's the one you left it there?
Follow the instructions. Carefully.
Thanks, Betty.
Of course. If you need anything else, I'll come straight away. I'm always up.
Okay, good for you. So, what can I do exactly? He said I'm for the list, which is here.
Gilson. What's a Gilson?
It said for sleeping draft. I'm not sure how this goes. What does the objective say? Find out what Gilson is. I don't know. Maybe ask her then? Nope. I can open it here. It didn't open recently. No. Oh, I can spec here. Is there anything around here? There's a lot of toilet papers. It feels like we're in 5-star hotels or something. Sit? Is that really weird? Yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, it's totally been weird. I can't open the curtain for some reason. Why still only toilet papers? What can I do exactly? There's nothing I can expect around here. I can't even go through behind that curtain there. Is there something that it was missing? I mean, call her out then? I'm not sure it's safe for me to go out or something. I'm really scared. If I leave this place, then I'm not sure. This is like a safe place or something. I'm starting to get worried already. Is anyone? Oh, this audio tape. Strange.
The machine speaks to me.
A gift to mankind, Wilson.
Many possibilities. What I can accomplish using its power is beyond any measure. Life and death can become a thing of the past. Poverty
Nothing.
and hunger, a distant memory. I can remake the world anew. But does the world deserve such a gift?
Oh, I can sit here.
I have bigger matters at hand. A man in a black coat.
I don't know if you can fit it.
Asking at the front desk about the machine. Said he was from the Gent Corporation. Fortunately, the receptionist knew nothing, and he left quietly. Later, I found his name on the sign-in form. Mr. Alan Gray.
Alan Gray. Where have I heard that name before? Must be someone I know. Well, I guess just keep on walking then. I don't like this how this plays out. We're just gonna keep searching it, right? Like clone. Oh God. What is this place? Oh no. No, one of those read books again. Okay, it's only one page. Chapter 7. Special displacement of unknown elements. Let's imagine a long wire stretching between 2 points in known time. We will call this length of time the euphoric base. From here, we can dispel all needs of the soul, the massively, and all typical understood functions of the world we know as the present. Once the euphoric base is achieved, it creates a shared understanding that there must be space around the wire that is not the wire itself. This space, a crumbling vacuum, could be in itself a host to many wires, running in all as many directions as we can perceive. Using a vessel of flux break, we can escape from our wire to another wire. This allows us to not just reveal these alterate timescape, but command them with a large understanding of their existence. Further still, in theory, we can bring elements of one world into another, displacing matter into a new state regardless of the current host wire's rules. The reality and function of the elements become a new euphoric base. Is it learning?
This doesn't help at all.
Oh, am I supposed to find something? This is the libraries. Am I gonna find something that might be helpful around here? Maybe something relatable about Gilson then? What about this one? Fisherman Jam's Fish Guide. Section for freshwater creatures. The yellow perch. If you find yourself looking for a hard fighting fish that won't rip your hands, you should look on no further than the common yellow perch. This freshwater fish is always quick to bite anything they can get their jaws on. The best way to catch yourself one is work your bait, worms, minnows, or larvae, toward the bottom of the water and guide your line back up. You don't need too much seasoning when it comes time to cook it either. The flavor of the yellow perch is built right in. Good eatings! The Gilson fish. Let's see. That's what he means, says Gilson. Is it the name of the fish? Or is it a type of fish? This might be very useful. This one's strange little fish that is pretty hard to come by. The Gilson is not known to be easy to catch and will ignore most bait. To make matter worse, the Gilson can move very fast, making it a rare sight. In the end, I was able to snatch me up this little guy with a very clever solution. Apparently, the Gilson is sensitive to sound vibration and will go into a shock upon hearing some sweet music. So crank up the tunes, and this fish will be easy to grab. Crush out the Gibson into powder and stir it into water for a powerful soothing drinks. Okay, so to catch it, I had to use music then? I'll explain the rest of the recorders around here in my room.
So, I'm looking for a fish?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Gotta be one here somewhere.
Yeah. Maybe on the music or something. Anyway, what about this cookbook there? Chapter 9, Simple Snacks. If you're hurrying this like I always am, you don't have time to put together a complex or large meals. Fortunately, we have some scrumptious and simple recipe that satisfy and take no time at all for prepare. People will ask how you made these so fast, and you can sit back and smile. Saucy Cheese Buddies recipe. Design this. Take a loaf of leftover Italian bread and slice it into 4-inch strips. Lightly butter your bread strips on one side only, and lay them face up on the baking sheet. Toast in your oven for 2 to 6 minutes at 400 degrees or just until they begin to brown. Sprinkle a thick layer of mozzarella cheese over the strips and leave them in the oven for just a minute or two to melt the cheese. Remove and serve with your favorite marinara sauce or spice things up with a little ranch dressing. Quick and easy and super tasty. Next page. Chocolate bacon soup. A chocolate bacon soup. Really? Really just now? How are you able to do this? Have a 1 can bacon soup, dump it in, and put this 1 bar of chocolate, dump it all in, mix them up, and just heat them up, and then you get this chocolate bacon soup? Is that how you get it? Like, that's disgusting. How the heck do you able to make this? Jeez. Jeez, how big is this place? No telling how big this is. What's this chair doing here? Maybe something not allowed to open. We came from here, right? There's still nothing there. You can't go open here. I can open here. A piano? This is like a piano room. And there's a fish thing.
That's a fish.
I guess this must be Gilson then. I went that fast. A play?
Maybe if it was closer.
Huh. Oh, I had to play something? Like this? Supposed to grab it? There's a weird art there. I'm not sure if the piano they might be very important. Does it work? Okay, it makes no sense how this works. So anyways, it's called retreat. I'll just go works out then. Anyway, just grab the fish then.
He's too fast.
So I had to do something with the piano, right? Is there like a music stick around here somewhere? It has to be something, is it? Maybe piano might be very important of all, but I'm not sure how this plays out. This is something about like vibration, is it? What is it that I'm looking for? It had to be something we had to look for, is it? No. Let me check the book again about the fish things, about vibration stuff. Sound vibration, it will go into shock about hearing some sweet music. Do we have one of those record ones about... Maybe we might be listen to it. I mean, it might play something. At least it's not gonna get to me. Because we're like far safer from them, right? You know, might be why. Maybe this one might be porn, like... Let me check. What is this? Subar? Is that how you say this? Is there something that might be hidden around here? Oh, I can't even move the piano. I didn't know I can't move the piano. Oh, the missus wouldn't be mine, or Betty wouldn't mind. So let's try that.
That did it. Looks like the fish is asleep.
Oh God, are you serious? You mean the fish dead?
You can't get away from me, you little stinker. Hello?
I forgot the Gilson again, didn't I?
Yes.
And there's some already ground up in the kitchen too. I'll bring it up to your room straight away, shall I? Oh, and maybe you could put Harold back in his tank. He does so hate the dry air.
That's Harold. You named fish Harold. Okay. Return back to the room. Well, okay. Oh, I'm going back to my room. What you said. I heard heartbeats. I didn't like the sound of it. And the list is gone. Okay. Take Betty's sleeping draft. Where is it? It's all gone. How am I supposed to take some shaft? It's already gone. Am I supposed to go to the kitchen? Oh, bathroom? Oh, there it is. I was wondering what it was. But why get a bad feeling about this? Why taking the sleeping draft with time like this?
Now, just 3 sips of water.
Just
1.
Ew! It's made of ink. How can you even still drink?
2.
Last batch.
3.
Susie! What are you doing here? I knew you were up to something! It was you, did it? You the one who put this drug, did you? I knew you were up to something, Susie! Yeah, honestly, I hate Susie a lot. After what she did to Boris. They killed my precious little Boris dog. We were be friends back then, but now you just killed and become like a monster.
Oh, at last. I was almost afraid you'd miss my party.
Oh my god, what the heck's going on?
Oh, it seems you're just a little overwhelmed.
How did you get out of the prison?
It's all right, honey. I understand. It's not every day one gets to bask in the glory of age.
Oh god, I remember that voice very well.
Alice, Angel, to be exact. That's who I am. Sent from above. Impending perfection.
But I know who you are, Susie. You ain't become beautiful enough for this, are we?
I like that. The truth is, honey, you're one of a kind. And to put it bluntly,
You're gonna kill her, didn't you?
is your face removed, your skin peeled away like paper, and your insides torn out and
Okay.
onto my table. Custom
Okay, Susie, you better calm down there, miss.
and with your generous sacrifice, I'll be beautiful.
Did you ever beat your robot up already? Also, I noticed you got improvement of your model.
Plenty of time for a bloodbath later. Ooh, how about a game? Let's all play a game of riddles.
Riddles.
What a wonderful idea!
Pretty sure those guys already did.
All right, honey. Here's the deal. Behind you is the door to freedom. But it will only be opened if you solve my little puzzle and return to your special chair.
I don't like this.
Then I'll throw this heavenly switch here. If you get the
You say-
puzzle right, you
I-
walk away. Get it wrong, you fry. Let's begin.
Oh. Oh no, not this music. It's one of those animation music from step chapter 5, is it? How to talk to riddles there?
Fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
What?
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
Hey, give me a riddle or something?
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Okay.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
They gave me a hint. This is a puzzle thing, so Susie was been doing. Also, how is she doing here? I'm not sure what's been doing here.
Bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
How can I tell which one's the bear or which is the bird? It doesn't make any sense.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
I have no idea how this plays out. Can I pause for a second? Alice Angel's tea parties. I would not be attending this weird tea party you're having, Susie. I am not. And I can't stand here. Oh, great. That's just great. But... Oh, this is a door right behind it, and... Oh, God, this is not what I expected. But... How can I even tell?
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
Can I switch to here then? To books or something? Not much any help. How am I supposed to solve that puzzle then?
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next
I don't like when Sissy just staring at me.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
No signs about... Where can I tell? How am I supposed to gonna recognize it?
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
What?
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
The elderberries. I'm not sure which elderberries you talk about.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
So rabbits are big friends with bear. So
The fox.
oh,
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they
Bear
went to
bird.
school together.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
fox and bear.
Bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I
Bird,
hear he
rabbit,
likes
and
to court
fox.
danger by sitting next to the fox.
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting
Fox,
together.
rabbit.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
I don't like how this goes, so... Now what? Do I have to talk to Susie then? How am I supposed to know it? I don't like how this way keeps staring at me, but... Supposed to get up or something? How the heck am I supposed to know? Now give me some kind of objective or something. Should I supposed to go up here then? There's a switch there, but... Oh, you wouldn't mind, Susie! I climb up here for some reason. I see. I see. So there's a spin. Okay. That's give me hard to like give me some understanding as much. Maybe best if I want to take notes of it. Hang on a minute. I need a notebook and a pen. If it's hard to like remember about this, I mean that's hard to realize. Okay, let's do this again. I'm gonna listen to this part again, and gonna make sure I make a note of it. So, I'll go with the on the bottom left. So,
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them sitting together.
okay, fox and the rabbit.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Say that
The
again.
rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
Okay.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox. The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Okay.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
Okay.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
Okay. I did everything, jot down and everything. And I'm not sure how many how many spin was. It was like 4 in total, right? The bear, the bird, the fox, and the rabbit, right? There's no mention about the monkey part. Oh, there's a pig. Oh, that's so many of it. They didn't mention about the pig and the fox things. And a dog. Okay, the only involved was like, there are most of the fox, the rabbit, bird, and the bear. So only 4 things important. So, if I do this in order, let's go about like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Something like that. Let me listen to it again. If I get things right. I have no idea. Listening to the music is really creeping me out there. Let me talk to her because the only involved is fox.
The pompous fox?
After all, they went to school together.
I'm gonna try this again. She only said.
The pompous fox?
It's not like there's a fox to go
He
to the
wouldn't be
left. That's
caught
what.
dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
Most of it was the fox bear thing, was it? So I get the feeling it's a rabbit sitting next together. There's a second vibe about the rabbit thing.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Bear. And the only thing left is a bird, right? I'm gonna have a hard time like doing this puzzle stuff. Oh god. Because
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
okay, I think got this in order. So let me get back up. So the first one is a okay, it resets everything. So the first one is the fox. The second was the rabbit because it was like buddy buddy or something. So rabbit, where's the rabbit? And the bear, which one is the bear? Is this the bear? It doesn't look like a bear to me. And lastly, it's the bird, which is be in here. No. Pull the switch. Okay, I don't like how this plays out. I might get the feeling like if I go back now, like if I got it wrong, then I'm screwed. I guess we'll just see how this plays out.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3,
I'm about to die.
2, 1.
Yep, I got it wrong. Yep, I'm dead.
Care to try again?
Okay, I thought for sure I'm gonna die. What was it?
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Is it other way around then?
The pompous fox? Well, he wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
Oh, no, that the music player was playing. Maybe it's the other way around then. I did everything right. So, maybe it's go other way around then. It's gonna be really very painful. That it'll be dead.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
Nope. Still wrong.
Again.
How the heck am I supposed to know this? None of those people make no sense.
The fox thinks the rabbit smells of elderberry. I couldn't see them.
I mean, none of the papers are not gonna help at all.
The rabbit never sits with the bird, but he loves the playful company of the bear.
I mean, that's what it is. It was next to it. Well, the fox part is just making this
Fox?
make no sense. But this
He
one,
wouldn't be caught dead sitting on the left. Far too pedestrian.
unless it might be related to the fox things.
Have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
Maybe other way around then. The bird, the fox, the rabbit, and the bear.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes to court danger by sitting next to the fox.
The fox has always hated the bear. They never sit next to each other.
My friend the bear always sits next to the bird. After all, they went to school together.
The bird won't have anything to do with the rabbit, but I hear he likes
Maybe there's
to
another way
court
around then.
danger by sitting next to the fox.
I'm not sure that's the right thing to do or something. I'm just guessing. Maybe it's the other way around. If I put the rabbit with the bear, then the bird with the fox. It's my guess for sure. By the way, I better look into the note because I have no clue how this plays out then. No wait, it's the bear thing. That's the right one. The bird and the fox. I'm pretty sure the last one is gonna be really, very painful. Maybe the next one's gonna be like, it'll be dead to me. Come on.
Hold on tight, honey. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
Dead. Oh! I got it right. And I killed everyone. And they're gone. But she's gone. Now where am I going? Oh, thank goodness. Now I can finally save. Dang. Oh, my goodness. I think I finally got it right. I was thinking about the order thing. It's like, no, the fox can't go left. So it had to be other way around. So it had to be rabbits first. And it, because the bear went next to it, because they like being friends and all. And they're going to stand next to the bird. But they're not interested in the fox. But, okay. It made me confused a lot. I do good with puzzles. Oh, God. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it for now, but except for like a first 30 minutes, it's just like reading books. That's all I've been doing. Until it happened, surprising out of nowhere, the goddamn Susie! How the heck did she get here for some reason? I don't know. I don't like this how this turns out than I expected. What would happen if Wilson would find us saying, "Where's Audrey? Where the heck is Audrey?" And Ben would be like, I don't know. Well, anyways, I'd like to see how this plays out in the end. What the heck do you do with Susie? I'm not sure what they're gonna do next, so... Anyways, that's pretty much it for Bendy and Dark Revival. It's still got a lot of ways to go. I'm not even barely gonna finish it at all, yet. But, I mean, this is chapter 5 after all. I've been trying to go through stuff and everything. I really lost my mind, okay? So don't judge me. So anyways, if you like this video, hit that button too. Light them up. Yeah, once you videos, to go subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!